Hey crafters, it's darling Craftolate or Raven here for another fantastic Saturday. Today I'm going to show you how I made this Shappo inspired pen. I went a little overboard blinging it out, but you can add fewer or none at all. It's completely up to you. It just depends what your personal style is. Feel free to customize any design aspects or techniques you would like. Shappo is actually one of my favorite Sanex characters, and so I'm very in love with this pen and how it came out. Well, let's get started. First, you're going to need your clay. To know the exact colors and tools I used, please check the description box below. You're also going to need your clay tools and a rolling pin or pasta machine. Begin by rolling out your background colors thinly. I did this through my pasta machine on the second thinnest setting. Then you'll need a bakeable pen, some pliers to assist in ink removal, and a paintbrush handle to assist in handling the pen. Be sure to remove the ink from the pen, as this cannot go into the oven. Use your blade to create straight edges of your rolled out sheets of clay. Then line up your pen to trim the appropriate amount. After you've done that, manipulate and roll the clay onto the pen. Cut away any excess. Then you want to pinch and blend it all together. You can insert a paintbrush handle now to make things easier. Roll your pen with a flat hand on your work surface to smooth and even out your clay. Also round off the top of your pen. Make sure to pop any air bubbles with a needle tool or blade and blend it out. Use your blade to straighten out the bottom. Next, find a ball of clay on top of your pen. And you want to blend it all the way around. You can also tap the top of your pen on your work surface so it's nice and smooth. To make Shappo, start with 2 flat oval balls of clay in your 2 Shappo colors, cut them in half and add one side of each together. You want to make sure they're secured and slightly blended together. Use the same process for the body, then cut off the top for where you want the head to connect. Use some wire for extra stability. Then you want to add the body onto the head, and this will also go through the crescent moon. Now roll out a cone for each leg and trim off the wide ends. Attach legs so Shappo will be sitting. You want to repeat the same process with the arms with slightly smaller cones. Then once you have the arms in place, you want to blend them all in. For the light pink ear, you want to make a log of clay tapered a bit at one end. Use your tool to create an indent and fold it in. Then you can place it on Shappo's head. Do the same for the darker pink ear, but without the fold. Then you can also place it on Shappo's head and blend in both ears. For the face, find an oval of clay on the head. Create 2 indents for the eyes with your ball tool. Then find 2 balls of clay into the sockets you just created. Use a piece of a thin snake of clay for Shappo's smile. For the stitches, make indents with the back of your blade where you want them to go. You can add as many or few stitches as you would like. I just decided to put on 6. Use small pieces of another snake of clay to fill the spaces you just made. For the hat, I just cut one freehand out of some fine black clay. I made a mini crescent moon with a tiny log tapered on both ends, and then I curled it into a C shape and flattened it on the hat. I also flattened a small ball of clay. I added some bacon bond for extra security, then placed it on Shappo's head. For the moon, I tapered a thick log on both ends. Then I smoothed, stretched, and molded it into a crescent shape. This may take a while, but stop once you have the shape you desire. Next, create an indent for Shappo with your ball tool. You can put some more bacon bond on there to help everything stick in place. Then go ahead and add Shappo. To make sure everything would stay where I wanted, I also added a wire to Shappo's ear and through the moon. To clean and smooth everything out, use some acetone or rubbing alcohol and some cotton swabs. Be sure to use a new swab for each clay color. Pre-bake your Shappo and moon for 5 to 7 minutes following your package instructions. While Shappo is cooling, you can continue working on your pen. For the gold detail, I cut out some strips out of some rolled out gold clay. I added a rim to the top, cut the appropriate amount, and blended the ends together. Then you want to add some various length strips down the length of the pen. Make sure you flatten and slightly blend them on top. Where the strips and the rim meet, I also flattened a ball of clay. Then I indented with my ball tool. Indent on either side. This is a little detail I decided to add it, but you can add whatever you would like. Next, I created some stars. I did this by flattening a ball of clay in my fingers, then used my tool to create 5 indents around. Pinch each bump into a point, then reshape as needed. Add a variety of size stars to the ends of each strip. This is how mine turned out. Trim the wire and use some more Bacon Bond as needed. Now you can add Shappo to the top of the pen. I also decided to add a snake around the crescent moon. This is just going to add a little bit of extra stability. And then I blended it in. Clean your pen again, and then you can do your final bake. You want to do so at 265 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 to 25 minutes, or the temperature and time for your pen and oven. Once it's cool, it's time to paint. I added on the light pink dots on the dark pink part of Shappo with my ball tool. I also painted master really tinily on the crescent moon as best as I could, and a star on the gold circle. Then I painted on a few white stars on the length of the pen. Then I also added various size white polka dots. This is what mine looks like. After your paint is dry, you can add on any embellishments you want. If you prefer to do this, you could do it after you glaze, but I like to do it before. I'm going to be using E6000 and some flatback rhinestones in various sizes. Add some glue with your toothpick. Then place your rhinestone. Add as many or few as you would like. This is how mine turned out. When all your glue is dry, it's time to glaze. I recommend a polyurethane or very thin gloss varnish and a soft acrylic brush. I did 4 layers for extra shine and protection. Once your glaze is dry, you can reinsert the ink and you're done. This is how my pen came out, and I'm just in love with the Starry Night theme, and I just think it's super cute. I feel like I really went for it with all the glitter and shine and pizzazz. I just am totally in love with it. For an extra 2 entries into my giveaway, make sure you entered on the original video and answer this question. What is or was your favorite bedtime story? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all so much for joining me for another fantastic Saturday. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, I would love it if you followed me on all my social media. My accounts are listed on the screen. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more crafty goodness, and I'll see you all soon. Bye! Hey there, check the description box for information and the link to my giveaway. If you missed this, you can check it out by following the link in the description or by clicking the screen.